The World Championship down... Hang on a second. The World Championship downhill at Fort William. What's it like as a spectator? In particular, when you don't know the first thing about downhill. It was a fairly early start, about 5:30. Early ferry, first one at 6:20. Here in Fort William for 7 o'clock to ride up to the downhill. The gate doesn't open till 8:30. Now you're discovering why I brought this old mountain bike. Partly because some people will walk up here, discover how far it is, not fancy walking back and just look for a bike to acquire, although they do have a wristband system that's meant to be secure. But the other thing is, someone will just ram a bike in next to this and scratch it, which you really wouldn't want if you've got a lovely carbon frame. It struck me walking through there that I could have been standing right next to the world's most famous downhill mountain biker and I would not have a clue who it was. Fancy that?
No.
Me neither. I really don't know anything about this sport, and that's not why I'm here. I'm here to get a feel for the atmosphere of it. First head net I've seen, and probably the best way of that would have been to take the gondola to the top and then gradually walk down the track as the riders were coming. However, I don't have that ticket. I'm a bit of a cheapskate. I came on the cheapest ticket, which cost me £5, so rather than walking down the track, I have to go against gravity and walk up the footpath beside the track. As I've said, I know very little about downhill mountain biking, but already I can see a difference in the skill level of the women who are coming down. This jump is a great example. Some hit it hard with the front wheel when they land, and that slows them down, a bit like a heel strike when you're running. Others hit it much flatter and carry their speed on through as they keep going. It's fascinating, really. Okay, bit of a disaster. My smidge has run out. This is now the men's practice session, and frankly the difference between the women I've been watching and the men is outstanding. They're so much faster. It does seem I've accidentally walked all the way up the mountain. Actually the start house. It's like an entire herd of cows. The other thing is, if you keep on the move, the midges don't get you.
In slow motion, you can see the strength and skill needed to keep these bikes on course. During practice, they stop and work out their best lines.
You just went like kind of set up, you hit it perfect, you just back wheel slid. I reckon we try that little high hole.
Interesting to see what causes them problems. That hole there was catching quite a few out. Yeah, another one, stopped. And this is what they're doing on the practice run. They're seeing where those holes are, memorizing the location, making sure they know how to take them or just miss them next time when it really counts.
Fuck me.
It's a bit weird when a rider crashes right in front of you. You want to say, are you okay? But obviously he's not, he's as angry as hell. But physically, he looked all right. I think it's just more pride than anything else. Although his helmet went for a burn. I think the overwhelming feeling I have so far in the 4 hours I've been here is FOMO, fear of missing out. You always wonder if you should be in a better place. And I think that's something that maybe comes with experience, or maybe you never get it right. Maybe there's always somewhere better and you've just got to go with it.
As if from nowhere, crowds appeared for the elite racing. And all these people have climbed quite a way to get here, even through places they shouldn't. As you can see, the view is good, but the commentary is out of sync of what you're watching, so you don't really know what's going on. For the men's elite racers, the crowd volume seems to get turned up a notch.
Could be worse if it rained. This would be like a swamp. Of course it's raining. Of course. Can you imagine trying to come down there at the speeds they're coming down, controlling your bike, and you can hardly see where you're going? You can see what the rain looks like on the lens of the camera. Imagine that on your goggles. Crikey. I think the main thing I've got from today is an appreciation of the fearlessness, the skill, the strength that these athletes have. It's very, very impressive. Repetitive, but impressive.
A whole bucket load of rain.
This is the only place to really understand what is happening in this race. But it's getting cold, and for me, the rain is drowning out any atmosphere.
So I'm going to leave now, and I think my summation is that, yeah, I've enjoyed it. I don't think I'd do it again, or if I did, I would want to know an awful lot more before I did so. If you've enjoyed this and found it helpful, perhaps decide whether or not you're going to do something like this, perhaps you can give me a thumbs up. Hope you've enjoyed it. I'll see you again next time. Bye bye.